This is example 8a from the Financial Accounting Tools for Business Decision book. We're going to be going through this problem step by step so you can understand what is going on. The problem is as follows. The cash balance per bank on July 31st was $7,328. The July bank service charge not recorded by the depositor was $38. The cash balance per books on July 31st was $7,364. The deposits in transit on July 31st was $2,700. The collected for lands company in July by the bank through electronic funds transfer is $2,016, and any outstanding checks for $686. Now with this data, we are supposed to be preparing a bank reconciliation. So as we look through the book, on page 338, it shows an example, and on page 335, it goes through the procedure of how to do a bank reconciliation. We have that data right here. There's two sides to it. The first side is reconciling items per bank, and then the second side is reconciling items per book. When you reconcile items per bank, these are items that are not recorded on the bank statement that should have been. And when you're reconciling items per book, it's things that were not yet recorded on the books. So step one on reconciling items per bank, we have deposits in transit. Now these are deposits recorded by the depositor, but were not recorded by the bank. So what we need to do is we need to add it to the bank. Step two is any outstanding checks they might have, and these are issued checks recorded by the company that the bank has not yet paid. And so we need to deduct it from the bank statement. And step three is bank errors. And these refer to mainly if a number was inputted wrong on the bank side. And it's added or deducted as necessary depending on the error made. On the other side, for reconciling items per book, we have step one being other deposits. This is anything that was deposited to the bank statement that is not yet on the books, so we need to add it to the books. Step two is other payments, or any unrecorded payments that we did not have on the books yet, so they need to be deducted, and some book errors that happen, and it's added or subtracted depending on the error, just like in the banks. So right here, we have what a bank reconciliation would look like. So we're going to fill this out during our procedure here, and by the end, we want this adjusted cash balance per bank and this adjusted cash balance per book to match. Once they match, we know we have done it successfully. So let's take a look at our problem. Let's go through this step by step and input it into our bank reconciliation form and see how it goes through. So step one, cash balance per bank for $7,328. That's an easy one. It's just a blanket statement. Okay, step two, July bank service charge not recorded by the depositor. So when we go back to here, we can see that bank service charge fall under other payments on reconciling items per book. So it needs to be deducted from the books. So we see that the amount here is for $38. So we're going to less it right here for $38. The next thing we see is the blanket statement of cash balance per books for $7,364. Now, I want to mention this is why we are doing this problem, because the bank statement originally showed $7,328 and the book showed $7,364. So we know that there is a discrepancy somewhere, and this is the process that we are going through to find it. All right, fourth item, deposits in transit for $2,700. So we see here in step one of reconciling items per bank as deposits in transit. So we need to add it for $2,700. Step five, for electronic fund transfers collected by the bank that we have not yet put on the books. As you see, that shows up in step one, other deposits that we have not yet put on the books. So we need to add it to that. And that amount is $2,016. So we need to add it to the books for $2,016. Now the last thing is the outstanding checks. As we come here, we see that outstanding checks fall under step two of reconciling items per bank. So we need to deduct it from the bank statement. So that shows up right here. And the amount was $686 again. So now we see that the adjusted cash balance per bank and the adjusted cash balance per book are equal for $9,342, and we have resolved the problem we have. If you have any comments, please list it in the comments below. If you have any questions, please do the same, and I'll get back to you to answer them. I will be adding the spreadsheet below the video so that if you would like to take a look at it, you can do that as well. Thanks for watching.